wondered, how is it that some women are so easily able to transition from work to home and move from one to the other very easily, effortlessly, whereas some others, they are fumbling and struggling and juggling and jumbling all the time, not being able to manage their time, manage their work. Well, based on the request from so many of you, I decided to come up with this video where I'm going to share with you some of the strategies that I have picked up from the experts in the field, as well as some which I have created and used for myself and has worked really well. Hi, I'm Kavita Manivannan, a life transformation expert and a confidence coach, having worked with thousands of people globally. Well, the first strategy that I want to share with you is having a very strong morning routine. When we have a very strong morning routine, that sets the tone for the entire day. And to have a very good morning routine, you should have a very good evening routine the previous night. You should head to bed early, have a good night's rest. And if you do all of that, you would be able to wake up well ahead in the morning and get on with your strong morning routine. And what is it that you do when you wake up in the morning? Like ideally, it is suggested that if you want to make the best of your mornings, to wake up much before the rest of the household, because once they are up, you will not be able to really focus on yourself and get that your time with yourself. Now, though women are multifaceted and we are really superb at multitasking, when we are not able to get that me time with ourselves in the morning, there is a tendency to become more frustrated and agitated as we get on the day and start facing the tasks of the day. So ideally, I suggest make the best of your morning golden hour. And what I do is use that 20-20-20 method. I'm sure that quite a few of you will be aware of that as well, where you divide your morning 1 hour. Well, the first 20 minutes you will get to do your workout, which could be a walk or it could be some yoga or some form of an exercise. Then get yourself warmed up, and then the next 20 minutes you spend on meditation, where you can do your gratitude or sit and write your affirmations. Writing works very well for me. And then, or it could just be you sit in your calm and peace with your eyes closed and just focus on your breath. And then the last 20 minutes is when I sit and plan out my day. I sit and plan out my agenda for what I have to take care of in the rest of the day. When I have that written down, then I prep myself to take on my day. So that works wonderfully for me. You could probably check that out, or you could choose to check out whatever works for you. But have a morning routine where you get to spend time with yourself, connect with your inner self. That's really essential. One thing I would say that you should never do in the morning is to reach out for your phone as the first thing, because it is said that we should not connect with the outer world or anything that is going on with the outer world right in the morning, because that's a time where you connect with your inner self. You become centered and grounded so that you're more stable to take on the day. So don't reach out for your phone, because people go about saying that I'm so stressed, when they really don't give their minds any rest. So one thing not to do is not to reach out for your phone as the first thing in the morning. The second thing which you should be doing is every Sunday evening or on a Monday morning, try and review the week that's coming up, and feel free to cancel out any calls or any appointments that are really not important. You have to master the art of saying no. Learn to say no, because every time you say yes to someone else, you're saying no to your own self. So this is critical. You have to learn to master the art of saying no, but you should do it politely and courteously, and you don't have to be impolite about the whole thing. The third thing is to work towards attaining a 4-day work week. Now, maybe it is difficult initially, but you can strive towards achieving that gradually. You can choose to work, say, Monday and Tuesday, then have an off on Wednesday, then again work on Thursday and Friday, and then take off on your Saturdays and Sundays. Now what this does, it gives you a lot of flexibility and freedom so that you can have enough time to spend on the other aspects of life, say your fun time, your health, your spirituality, and things like that. Now the fourth thing is to have set a timer for yourself. Have a digital timer right in front of you, because I do that. I've been doing it for a long time actually. It really helps because you have that digital timer right in front of you, and it gives you an indication. Even if you get distracted for some amount of time, you actually look back at the time and you know that this is the amount of time you set yourself to get a certain task done, and you can always get back on track. So this is a very good thing to have to keep you in check of your time. And along with this, you can also try time blocking everything. You have an open-ended to-do list for yourself where you can add on to your to-dos. You can combine this with your using your digital timer, like when you set a 60 minutes for a particular task, and then you can have a 10-minute break, and then another 60 minutes of a certain task, and then a 10-minute break. So that kind of helps us to keep stay on track and get our tasks done more efficiently. The fifth one is multitasking. Now we women, we are true champions at this. I don't know how we do it, but we are really good at it. Now, there's this book called Atomic Habits, which from where I picked up habit stacking, where you can actually brush your teeth and do your squats, or maybe you can be on your treadmill and go on a walk and take your calls there, or you can even listen to podcasts or your lessons or courses, whatever it is, or your during the time when you're exercising. So these are the ways where you can stack habits one on other and multitask efficiently, and really helps you to save a lot of time. The sixth one is start batching similar tasks together. Now suppose you're a consultant and you have to attend to clients, then you can choose to do that on 2 days of the week where you can finish them off back to back, and then have the rest of the days for different tasks. Now even if you choose to cook, which I used to do at one point of time, where I used to do batch cooking, I used to make a lot of soups and or stocks, steamed vegetables, boil eggs and things like that, and have them refrigerated, so which I can use without having to repeat them every day. This greatly helps, and of course I don't do it anymore. Now I choose to have freshly prepared food because I have the fortune of having help now, which I didn't have at one point of time. And of course I had to juggle. I had to send my kids to school, pack boxes for the lunch boxes for them. It used to help me when I used to have a proper allotted time on certain days where I used to do this batch cooking and use it for the next upcoming days. So that's one thing which you could probably try. The seventh one is be okay to have certain tasks being done at 80%. It doesn't really help to try to be a perfectionist and want to get everything done 100%. What really happens is we end up becoming exhausted, and we really can't, it's humanly impossible to get everything done at 100%. So choose those tasks that are really important and which need to be done by you, and then do them to your satisfaction, and the rest of the tasks just to choose to delegate. You don't have to, it's okay if people do it at 80%, and just let it be. You can choose to delegate tasks like doing the dishes, cleaning the house, your laundry. Today you even get groceries delivered at home. You can choose all those options. Life is so much easier now when you have so much of help available. When you have things delivered at home, you save the commute, you save the fuel, you most importantly, you save time. So opt for, make such choices. And the eighth one is to block out family time. 2 or 3 hours in the evening, during weekends, and make it intentional to have that unplugged time. You just block your calendar every day, say after 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. and trust me, this really increases your productivity, getting to have that family time with your people. The ninth one, it is, using dry shampoo. Now why I'm saying this is, all women would agree with me that washing your hair and setting your hair is really time consuming. And on those days when you have a loads to attend to, you opt for things like, a dry shampoo, or if you have frizzy hair, you can choose to use serum. Another hack is to use talcum maybe, These are the kind of things which you can use to get by, and opt to have that luxurious hair wash and styling and all on the days when you have more time on your hand. So that's one more hack I would like to suggest. And the last one is a big time game changer. This is turning off your notifications. Now, when you have your notifications running, actually they are ruining your life. Don't live in FOMO. Am I going to miss something? Am I not going to be on the top of things? Actually, nothing like that is going to happen. The really important things that you need to know will somehow reach you. Just trust and let it be. This has been a huge time-saving strategy for me. You just pick up the phone to send some important text, and finally what happens, you get pulled into that rabbit hole, and then 45 minutes of yours is gone. I once heard the smartest people in the world are so busy trying to make you do the things that they want you to do. So let's not fall into that trap and try our best to just keep the notifications off, simple, and then you will have huge amounts of time saved. I'm sure a lot of you would agree with this. And you can actually time block yourself to check your notifications. When you choose to check your notifications, it should be by choice. You shouldn't get pulled into it because that thing keeps popping up every now and then. So best thing is just switch it off. If you wanted to go deep on how to do this much more effectively, then I'm going to urge you to click on the link below and sign up for the masterclass with me. Register yourself and I'll see you back there. And if you really found something of value that you can take back from here, then I would love for you to subscribe and hit on that like button, and also add on the comment box what is it, that one thing that you're taking back from here which might serve you. Until then, loads of love, signing off, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.